Operator is Mr. Ken Coates. How did you figure that?
I'm done.
Look, we're gonna have to go stand. Shoot, we need a fan in here, don't we? Blow that stuff out. Look at that. It's over there. It is, isn't it? It's right over there, man. It is, isn't it? Well, how about that? There it is. Well, that pole's a little crooked, but it's an old sign, so it can go on an old pole. Old crooked sign, old crooked pole. That'll work. That'll do the job. Well, my friend Brian, who gave me the fish, and I also built those fireplace doors for him. And I mentioned I need to bend some conduit, and he said, I've got a pipe bender and I want to give it to you. And so when I went down to get it, I couldn't believe what it was. This thing is a monster. Quite a rig. I don't think I can just accept that. I got to give him something for it. But anyway, I don't know that I don't know if I can get tight enough with it to bend the conduit the way I wanted it. So I stopped to look at to buy a conduit bender, one of those little aluminum things, and they wanted $42. And that'd be all right if I was going to bend a lot of stuff, but I'm not. I just want one bend. One bend is all I needed. So I'm not going to pay $42 for one bend or two. And so I just built myself a conduit bender. I got it just right. It's just exactly what I wanted. Rolled it around that pulley, and I'm going to mount this up here, and then this will kind of angle down and shine down on my sign. And I got one of those old cheap heat lamps for my shade, lamp shade, $7. I paid $7 for it. I'm going to use that for my shade. I may not use these innards, but I'm going to use this for my shade. I'm going to paint it an industrial green so that it looks like an old industrial part, you know, from out of the 50s. And yeah, so that's where that's going. What about me, man? What about you? I am an electrician today. Oh, I see. Yeah. Tomorrow I'll be a plumber. You are. And you already got bit once, didn't you? I've been bit once. That's all right. Had a bare spot on your pliers, didn't you? All right. It's another beautiful day in the neighborhood. Won't you be my neighbor? Well, there's my light fixture. I bent some conduit, painted that part black, mounted a fixture up inside there to hold the bulb, and put a couple of set screws in that. I painted that green. That's a shade off of that old heat lamp. And then I made a mount to clamp that down onto the top of this, and that has an angle, a way to adjust the angle on that light so I can set it just right. And I'm running out of battery, so I guess it's the end of this video. See ya. Well, I considered a few sites for that sign. I thought about putting it out here on the bank and also down on my driveway, so you'd be able to see both sides, because it is a two-sided sign. But I would have had to build a whole different kind of mount to hold it. if I didn't have that pole up on the back side of that sign. So another thing I wanted, the reason I decided not to put it out there, I wanted it close to the electricity. Of course I could have gone with solar, but I wanted it in here close to my Texaco pump, so they kind of go together. So it's going to sit right here in this corner, and I got the hole dug.